Mark here with Walter's World, and we're in Sintra, Portugal, outside the Palacio de Pinna. Front of it back here. Probably if you ever see the postcards when you're in Lisbon, it's that pink castle, yellow castle, looks like a Disney World castle. That's where we are. Now today what we're talking about are the 10, well, basically things you need to know when you come to Sintra. Because there's 10 things, maybe not we're going to have all 10 things, but 10 things you should know about coming to Sintra. Okay? Now, when you come to Sintra, there's some really cool stuff to see. The first thing you should come do is come see the Palacio de Pinna, or Palacio Nacional de Pena, this one here behind me, okay? The palace and the park that it encompasses is only about 120, 130 years old. Well, there was a convent here before, but the castle part that you're coming to see is only about 100 years old, 120 years old. Very cool. The inside is all done up. Nice apartments you can go and see, stuff like that. See the opulence of the end of the monarchy here in Portugal. It is very cool. You do have this feeling that you're in like in a Disney World kind of castle kind of stuff. It is very cool. You should definitely check it out. That's the first thing you should see it here in Sintra is the Palacio de Pinna. Okay. The second thing is when you come into town, if you're in the historic part of the city, you'll see a castle that looks like it's got two little peaks upside down. It looks like Madonna's bustier from the 80s. That's the Palacio Nacional de Sintra, okay, the National Palace of Sintra. In there's been a palace there for, 800 years or so. Inside, there's a great collection, the royal collection, from all the things, from paintings to suits of armor to, the walls are immaculately done, all kinds of stuff. And it's a really amazing palace. If you want to go to see like historical stuff for a palace, I recommend going to that one versus this one, because this one's newer, so it's more of the new rich kind of stuff, whereas the other palace definitely has more of the old historical things. So if you want a historical thing, go there. If you want to see like the whimsical stuff, you come here to Pena. Okay. The third thing you want to see is another castle, which is actually ruins. Okay, it's the ruins of the Moorish castle. They call it Castelo de Moro. Which is in between Pena and the old city. Really cool just to walk around and see the things. They kind of romanticized it so it looks more ruiny, which actually happened about 100 years ago. It is very cool to check out. You definitely want to do that. When you're coming to these palaces, okay, if you're coming up to Pena, if you got two friends, you might as well just take a taxi up here from the train station, because the bus tickets, it's insane. It's like €4.50 or €6 or whatever. Don't waste your money. Just get in a taxi with some friends. They'll drive you up here, drop you off. There's taxis from here. They'll take you back down. Not a problem, okay? But definitely very cool. So the three palaces you should see, the one behind me, Palacio de Pena, the one in town, the Palacio Nacional de Sintra, and then the Moorish castle, which is basically ruins that you kind of walk around and have a nice time at. Now there are some other things you can do when you're here in Sintra. It is a really cool place. A lot of people live here and they drive into Lisbon for the day or for work. But for the tourists, one of the things I really like is the toy museum here, the Museu de Brinquedo. Okay, the toy museum, because they have toys from thousands of years ago, all kinds of stuff. And what's cool is you'll have stuff. It doesn't matter if you're there with grandpa, great-grandma, or your little nieces and nephews. There's toys from everyone's age, so you can find toys that you actually played with. I love the first time I went there, they had the Legos spaceship thing from like 1980 that my brother and I had, and I was like, oh my god, that's there! So I was showing my son, look, that's what Daddy played with when he was your age. So it's kind of cool. They have all kinds of stuff. They have historical toys as well. It makes it very interesting. So check out the toy museum. Okay. Another thing is, here around Sintra, you have the National Park of Sintra and Cascais. Beautiful places for hiking, biking. It goes all the way to the coast. You can go swimming, all kinds of stuff. Very cool to check out. Cabo de Roca's by there, all kinds of stuff. All right. Now, another thing you want to check out is the, Regalera, which is basically a very rich guy built a nice little villa and it's amazing gardens you can go through. Definitely want to check that out. That's another thing to do, because the guys are going to get upset with me here filming, so I got to stop. Another thing is the Convento dos Capuchos. Basically, they're a bunch of monks that live in little hobbit holes kind of stuff, so they had to go really small, and it's really kind of a cool place. You go there and you feel like you're in some other world, because everything's small, low ceilings, all kinds of stuff. Very cool little monastery to check out. Also, there's a really nice modern art museum you can check out here. And when you come here, there's two little treats you have to eat. One's like periquita, and the other one's called a queixada. You'll see queixada. It's like a queue. They say, we have queixadas. You're like, what's that? It's like a little pastry, basically like all pastries here in Portugal. It's some combination of milk and egg and sugar. Don't worry, you should have when you're here. It's one of the traditional things. Now, if you're coming here from Lisbon, there's trains every hour or every 20 minutes during the week from the Rossio station. It's like half hours on weekends. It's like €2 to get here, €4 to return, whatever. Very easy to do. Only takes about 45 minutes to get here, so definitely worth it. Okay. So I hope when you're coming to Lisbon, you'd make the day trip here to Sintra. It is beautiful. It is well worth it. Even if you're only here for a weekend, come out here, because it is definitely what to check out. So I'll do a little pan around, maybe a little bit more. I don't know if I blocked it out. There's one of the towers and all this stuff. It is a really cool castle to come check here at Palacio de Pinna. And the park, I really like the park. So bring a backpack, bring a lunch, come chill out in the park, because you can actually just get tickets just to go to the park. It's so nice. So if you want to learn more about Sintra, Lisbon, learning Portuguese, all kinds of stuff, check out our website, www.waltersworld.com. Bye.